This is an amazing sight, guys. Every single crypto trader and investor was waiting for this situation wherein BTC is going towards the upside and NASDAQ, on the other hand, is going towards the downside. This negative correlation is working in our favor now, which is quite amazing. While NASDAQ is going down, we know that S&P is de-risking as well, and we have a limit order on S&P 500. We've been waiting for this previous all-time high retest, which is sitting at around 7642, and I think it's going to hit soon. Everything is in my journal, guys. Everything is in my journal. Look at this SPX long position, which is a limit order. I am super open and accountable. Still remain the only trader on Twitter as well as YouTube who has a live journal. If you want access to the live journal, put it in the comment section and I'm going to send it over to you. Currently, I'm in Solana trade as well, and I'm also in the FOMC polymarket bet. Now, in this video, I'm going to be giving more trades. All you need to do is smash the like button. Please smash the like button so that YouTube understands that this is one of the most alpha videos available. Only 8 to 10 minutes, guys. Now, Sol, as I said, Sol, we took TP1. Congratulations if you were in the trade. If you were not in the trade, do not worry because I've got some more trades coming up. As I said, the market is behaving really good right now. Crypto is moving towards the upside. Some of the altcoins are absolutely killing it. What happened yesterday was absolutely crazy, which is a lot of liquidations, a lot of short liquidations while BTC was moving towards the upside. Look at this bar, guys, absolutely amazing. And this is what you want to see. Now, I'm not saying that we are in a bull market, but what I'm saying is that squeeze is actually giving us opportunities in altcoins, but the sentiment is still at the rock bottom. Sentiment is still at the rock bottom and at the levels of around September 2022 bear market. Absolutely amazing. Now, one more thing to see here is that Bitcoin volatility right now is sitting at multi-year lows. When the volatility was here, the last time it was in 2023 and 2025 when the price of BTC was only 29K and the top, which is 113K. So there is a major move incoming, and I've been talking about this. It sounds like a broken record, but guys, this is one of the most important charts. BB width is sitting at the bottom. In max 1.5 week, you will see massive volatility in the Bitcoin chart, and the range will be around 15 to 30%. Like the last three times, it started in February 2025 when BB width was at the bottom. Look at this, 24% move towards the downside, then 13%, then 36%. So major move is incoming. No one can tell you which side, but a major move is incoming. Some of the people talk about how this is going to be the bottom and now we will enter the bull market, looking at the RSIs, looking at different things. And on the other hand, you've got people who are talking about how there are still more days in the bear market. Still, we've got 1.5 month in the bear market. For example, this glass node image, which is showing you how every single bottom actually happens in 364 to 406 days after the highs, and currently we are at 316 days. So we still have 50 to 80 days left in the bear market, and Ben Cowen thesis as well, which is saying that the bear market bottom is going to be September. So people are in different directions. For me, it's very simple. I keep trading. I'm going to keep trading these short-term fluctuations and the best tokens. For me, it's all about the watch list. Google searches for buy Bitcoin is hitting 1-year low. No one wants to buy Bitcoin, and this is the time when you should be buying Bitcoin in spot. This is the time when you should be accumulating, or else you will be questioning your thesis when the bull market actually comes, and you will be buying higher prices. So in my opinion, you should start accumulating some BTC. Even if it comes down to 40,000, you can just keep DCAing, obviously, because we are in the final stages of the bull market, but bear market, sorry. But when it comes to trading, we have to make sure that we are journaling every single trade and playing with proper risk management, guys, with proper risk management. Now, going into the charts, first chart, obviously, I talked about the S&P 500 limit order. So I hope you have it. If you have any questions regarding that, please put it in the comment section. I'm going to answer all of them, educational based question or anything else, right? Whether it's risk management. Now, guys, no financial advice, but Nvidia is the next one I'm looking forward to. I'm already in this trade. I'm already in the Nvidia trade. Look at this. It's in good profits right now. I've taken majority of the profits as well. But now when it comes to this level, which is 212, I've been talking about this chart for a long time now, which is also the gap fill on 5th of August. I am going to be triggering this trade, and I think it's going to happen. What are the other trades? What are the other trades we're looking at? We are looking at some crypto trades as well. For example, pump fund, and all these crypto trades are actually fundamentally and technically encapsulated, which means it has some kind of fundamental thesis and the chart is looking good. That is the best way to trade, in my opinion, guys, when you're trading swing. Now, pump fund is literally in this trend line. It's going up, it's going in this uptrend, looking really, really good. And right now it's breaking highs. But for me, any single buy on pump fund is going to be the tag of the trend line. The tag of the trend line is going to be buy for me on pump fund. But what is happening on pump fund, which is making this token really good fundamentally? Now, we know that the buybacks are going on, and this is the first time when the buyback balance has gone up above the acquisition cost. Absolutely amazing. If you look at the buybacks as well, yesterday was the fifth highest daily buybacks since April. Only a handful of tokens with this level of growth are valued like pump. Absolutely amazing. The way they are doing the buybacks, the way the revenue is growing, the way they are bringing people in, whether it's via marketing, whether it's via paying money, but traders are actually joining pump fund, trading on the platform. Trenches are again looking hot. So for me, pump fund is very simple. It's showing strength. Put it in your watch list. If it taps the trend line, you should be looking for a trade on this. Then comes ETH5. ETH5 is a bit of dynamic kind of trade. For me, ETH5 is fundamentally amazing. Why? Because ETH5, look at this metrics, guys. Look at the cash, cards, transactions, and active new cards are at all-time highs right now. Everything is moving towards the upside since last week's call that they had, where they said that they're going full into neobanks, where they said that the buybacks are going to be programmatic. ETH5 is looking absolutely amazing. It went up 30% in 1 week, and now it's coming down. For me, it's very simple. I usually tag the retest of this beautiful support, but not for this token. In my opinion, this token can give a nice deviation to the 50% Fibonacci level, and as soon as it does that, I'm going to be taking a trade towards the long side. So for me, breakdown, or sorry, retest of this 50% level, fib level, and that is going to be the trade for me. If you have any questions regarding this trade, ask me. So pump fund, ETH5 are the two which I'm looking forward to, and I'm going to be showing you two more, and that is it. And Solana, I'm still in the trade, still in 50% position, but I've taken 50% off the markets. Why? Because it's important to realize your gains. The third one is Venice. Venice is the one which is showing a lot of strength right now, and the reason is obviously, so it's a fundamental reason wherein they've surpassed 4 million active users, 4 million users, 100 million ARR. Absolutely amazing. The buybacks they're doing is crazy. And Austin did this research, this financial projection model, and he said that the current fair value estimate of Venice is around $44. Currently, Venice is sitting around $13, which means it's more than 2x. Absolutely amazing. More 3x, around 3x, okay, which is quite good. So for me, the retest levels will be 13.2 and then 12.5. These are the levels you should be looking at. Any tap to these levels are a good place, to try a trade. In my opinion, I'm not giving a limit order, but make sure that if you are able to take so much risk, then yeah, you should be looking at these tokens for sure. So you've got ETH5, you've got Pump Fund, you've got Venice. All are fundamentally and technically looking quite amazing right now. The last one is Near. Now this is a bit controversial. Why? Because I like Near fundamentally. It's doing a lot of things. It is now explicitly building a portfolio which is of routing rails, confidential compute, and agent runtime. And all of this is held together by Near. In AI, Near is one of the best tokens, like not the best tokens, best project on what they are doing right now. You've got Tau, Venice, and Near, in my opinion, but Near's price action is not good at all. So I'm not taking a trade at the moment, but I'm definitely keeping this in my watch list. It's sitting at a beautiful support, and if it actually triggers towards the upside, if it gives a deviation like this of 11th of August, I'm definitely going to be taking a long position. So my watch list is pretty simple right now. I've got S&P 500 limit order, which I talked about. I'm in the Solana trade. I'm in the FOMC polymarket bet. Then I've got ETH5 in my watch list, Pump Fund in my watch list, Venice in my watch list, and Near in my watch list. Nothing else. Nothing else. You know, let crypto show strength. Let crypto go down to 50,000 Bitcoin to $50,000. I don't care. I'm going to be trading these things, whether towards the long side or short side, depending on where the trend is. Right now, the trend is towards the upside, so we are trading that way, guys. Do not forget to smash the like button. I'm going to see you tomorrow. Same time, same place. Until then, take care. Bye bye.